The title of my speech is Taking Care of Our Animals. I love my cat. He can be annoyingly mean sometimes, sleeping and ignoring me, mostly biting and scratching me. But he's as playful and as happy as a cat can be, which makes me happy to know he's safe and content in our home. When I first met him 7 months ago, he was suffering from mange due to poor care from the previous owner. I did not understand how terrible it could be. I made sure to give him the proper treatment and give him the care he deserved. Today, he is healthy and mange-free. Today, I'm going to talk about the importance of stepping up when we see or hear about animal abuse. Now, I'm not telling you to donate all your money to ASPCA because we all know it's hard not to when we hear that sad song. This is important because animal abuse is a problem in our society. From leaving animals to starve, physically hurting them, and using them for disturbing entertainment. For this speech, I have taken my time to do extensive research on animal abuse to inform and educate you. For my speech today, I will be talking about why we need to step up and put a stop to animal abuse, what kind of people abuse animals, and what we can do to help these animals. Let us begin by talking about the importance of stepping up and putting a stop to animal abuse. We, as a society, need to put an end to this by stepping up and speaking out. According to the article, Animal Abuse Facts and Statistics 2024, published on January 10th of 2024, written by Mandy Slight and Carrie McGinley on shelteranimalscount.org, one animal is abused every 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds equals 1,440 minutes every day for 365 days. If there are 1,440 animals abused every day, this means that there are 525,600 in one singular year. These numbers are disappointing and terrifying. Do you want to know what you can do to help lower these numbers? The article Prevent Animal Cruelty, Go Orange in April, published on April 5th, 2020, written by Stephanie Menjivar on kenneltocouch.org, explains that starting a fundraising campaign, supporting a local animal shelter or rescue group, becoming an animal activist, and making adoption your first option are many ways to help. We can break down those 60 seconds to 50, then 40, then 30, and so on if we do our part in preventing animal abuse. Now that we have covered ways to prevent it, let us move on to why it's happening in the first place. Why do people feel the need to abuse their pets or any animal in general? People who abuse animals can stem from chronic hoarding disorders to people who already abuse their spouses or children. According to the article, Animal Cruelty Facts and Stats, published by the Humane World for Animals on November 7, 2009, sufferers of a hoarding disorder may impose severe neglect on animals by housing far more than they're able to adequately care for, and around 250,000 animals are victims of this hoarding. One survey taken by the Humane World for Animals showed that 71% of domestic violence victims reported that their abuser also targeted pets. Another study showed that pet abuse occurred in 88% of families that have reports of child abuse. If people with hoarding disorders get the help they need, as well as domestic abusers, we can see a drastic change in animal abuse. Now that we have covered why it's happening, we can talk about ways to help these animals in need. We can help these animals in so many ways. The article, Ways to Prevent Cruelty to Animals, published by forpaws.org on June 13, 2019, explains that intervening when you notice animal abuse or neglect, demanding stricter laws for the protection of animals, sheltering an animal in need, and educating other people about the issue are just 4 of the many ways to help out. If we all do our part and work to apply these steps, we will be one step closer to saving our animals from the cruelty they experience. We can work to bring these numbers down and make sure that every year it continues to decrease. In order for us to want change, we must work for it as well. Now that I have finished telling you everything you need to know, let us review what we learned. We learned that by taking talking about why we need to step up and stop animal abuse, what kind of people abuse animals, and what we can do to help. We have already taken a step and have done our part in educating ourselves. It is now in your hands and up to you if you want to take one more step forward.